Hey Summers, I'm back with the speed build. Sorry for no build on Monday. I'll explain that in the build. Um, Today we have a married couple. I used the Sim story to create them. Um, you saw them at the start. Our first person is John Doe. He is an alien, so therefore I called him John Doe for the entertainment. He's a scientist, and his traits are evil, loner, and geek. And his wife is Charlie Farr. She's a critic. She's evil, kleptomaniac, and glutton. So I decided to, and their skills kind of helped pick out some stuff. John Doe's was, I know he had logic. I can't remember the second skill he had, but Charlie had writing and video gaming. So I decided for her, she'd be a video game critic, which we'll see in her office. She has a lot of stuff to relate to video gaming and all that. And as a geek, I used a lot of the Star Wars stuff for John Doe. Getting into why I had no video up on Monday, during last weekend, my computer crashed and it messed up a bunch of my programs, including The Sims. I couldn't open The Sims, it just auto crashed on the opening screen. So I tried uninstalling and reinstalling and it wouldn't finalize. I had my computer sit for 6 hours trying to finalize on Sunday, on Monday. So I finally just decided on Tuesday I would do just a whole factory reset on my computer and then reinstall just the base game to start with. It worked, and I started to install the packs, and when this came available, Snowy Escape came available, I started working on this build. As you can see, I've got the cabinets from Snowy Escape. There's a few things I might do a little differently with these cabinets later. If I use them in another build, is I might use the red shelf to place stuff so that they're a bit further forward on the shelves. Like the wine bottles didn't come out that are on the bottom shelf. You'll see them when we do the build tour. They kind of sit further back in the shelves so you can't really see them. So I might use the right shelf to place stuff on those shelves so that they're a little bit more visible. Um, this is a two-story modern style build, pretty much what I'm used to building. As you can see, I used a platform to create the kitchen dining room area. The rest of the house is all on the normal foundation level. Uh, the idea for the kitchen was just to kind of keep it clean. Like, see, you can't really see those bottles that I just put on there. So in the future, I'll probably use the red shelf, put it down to the level of that shelf, place the items so that they're a bit further out, and also you have to move more than one shelf. Because if it's a placeable item on a shelf and there's another shelf beside it, another one of those counters beside it, it'll snap to one of the lower shelves, which made placing it so I had to move more than one shelf, which I wasn't used to. Here you can see some of the hinting of the geek and the video game thing with what was placed on that end table. Uh, I decided they would have a back porch as well. We'll see that in the build tour and in the second part of the build. I decided to take the evil trait and use it as a hint of coloring. So I used red. As you can see here, there's a lot of furniture. I messed around with the living room a bunch trying to get what I wanted. I wanted a bookcase downstairs. There are tons of bookcases upstairs. I decided to eventually just go with two small couches. Um, I tried a few different alignments and found that this setup was the best. For the room, I was trying to find a nice black and red carpet to keep theme going. Uh, I decided that they'd have two stereos down there to kind of represent like a stereo sound system for the TV. Stuck a couple of candles. I kind of stuck with like the whole black and red motif mainly on this floor. There's some more items like Millennium Falcon and another My Sim thing on the bookcase. Can just continue the trend of the geek and video game type idea. I decided they have a laundry room and there's a bathroom on the first floor. Um, it was kind of fun. I'm so happy that there's these black tiles now. I decided to use that for the bathroom. Decided to try out the new floor tile. That it doesn't come so safe as part of the base game. And here's me having to move the shelves out just so I can get the stuff there. I could put a box of Kleenex in there as well, but I chose not to. Here we are. The upstairs hallway is pretty bare, so is the downstairs hallway. Here's me adding the back porch. I wanted to have a bit of a curve just to add a bit of difference to it. I don't do any of the outside decorating until after I get everything done. I have no idea why the laundry basket got moved. Here I'm working on uh, Charlie's office. I kind of wanted to give it a lighter feel with just a hint of the blue color. I used the new desk and the new shelving unit from Snowy Escape. Eventually, I think I turned everything white just because I want to use this couch and I wanted some commonality among stuff. Um, there's me putting in the video game station. She has a speaker up there. And here's where I start putting up. To me, these articles would have been some of her earlier works, and you can see the signed video game posters. Here's where I just changed the tables to white. I was trying to find the controller, video game controller, so I could throw it out on the thing. Like I said, the idea for her was that she writes articles for video gaming. So trying to figure out what to put on the things. I eventually stick some plants in that and find a bunch of the My Sims things. I figure she has some old notes in that on one of the bottom shelves. Magazine racks. I figure they're gaming magazines. She collects some of those digital cards from Parenthood. I figure she collected them. I switched to the upper view just so I could kind of get them where I wanted. And as you can see, just some more My Sim stuff. So she was big into the video gaming. I took her skill as I made it part of her hobby as well. This office is John Doe's. It's because he's a scientist. I figure he has a laptop because he takes it to and from work. I decided to use these shelves because I could fit two of them in. And here's where I start adding a whole bunch of the models from the Star Wars pack because I figured that'd be it gives more of a hint of a geek kind of mentality. I decided that, like I said, because of the geek idea, I decided I wanted to throw a few extra things. Throw that. Then I put some shelves in, and I fill it up with geology, a lot of the collectible items that have been processed. So you've got like the pre-existing. Um, well, you see, I eventually get rid of the ray gun. I figure he carry that on him. But all these collectible stones and all that, so I go through and find all of them. So you get to watch me going through. I pick out the geodes. So I figure as a scientist, he specializes in geophysics, geological, or a geologist is what his specialty is. So uh, with all the shelves. But this was a fun house, just taking the skills and the careers that they suggest the the Sims. I was gonna try to put them in there, but they wouldn't, so I just deleted it and just stuck them all on the shelves. And here you can see that he has all these rare samples. I decided to give him an extra couple of boxes of paperwork and all that. And then we get into the bedroom. The bedroom, I use a few items from Soy Escape and some from Eco Lifestyle. And they do have a master bathroom upstairs as well. So I wanted to do something a little different. So I decided I want some curtains at the head of the bed just to kind of make a frame idea. I put up a mirror. I figured it's a lightly colored bedroom just so that it wasn't overly intense. There's not a lot of bright colors in here. I figure one dresser is his, one dresser's hers. She keeps her makeup and all that on it. And he keeps, well, just cologne on his. And this is the upstairs bathroom. I basically just copy and paste everything. I could have cut this out. Then we go outside, and this is where I finally start kind of coloring in the house, all that. I didn't put anything on tile the roof, so it's just the natural. And that's a platform as well, up on the roof, just to give it that branch. I figured it'd be nice, give them a pool, a fenced-in backyard. It's nothing overly excited. I used a couple of the new trees from Snow Escape. Just kind of figured yellow plants outside. Trying to get I wanted a hot tub, but I didn't like where putting it down there, so I kind of made the patio a bit bigger and stuck it up there. Stuck some more plants out, trees. So not an overly cluttered backyard or anything. Just a few extra plants, some dirt around the base of the trees. And here we go for the build tour. Unfortunately, because I still haven't downloaded MC Command Center, so I couldn't make it a sunny day, so it's cloudy and early in the morning. So hence why it's a bit dark outside. One thing you didn't see I added once I moved them in was lights outside the doors on the outside of the house. But here we go for our typical build tour that we have at the end of all my builds. I actually like how this place turned out. There's clutter, but it's minimalized in the living areas. I really wish I had put something on the walls there. The bathroom's clean and tidy. Um, I picked showers over tubs just because Sims shower faster, so I wanted to make it reasonable play. The only thing that isn't in here is a laundry basket, which I completely forgot until now that I'm touring and see the laundry machines going, oh, you're gonna have laundry on the floor. Those bottles, see how far back they are? To me, they should be a bit more forward. And I put some towels underneath, some of the rolled towels from uh, Spa Day. I kind of would want them a bit more forward so you can see them a bit better. So next time I use those shelves, I'm gonna use the red shelf, put it down to that level, and put the stuff a bit more forward up. But I really think I captured the identities of these two Sims with what I got from the Sims story and the skills they had in that. It kind of built the story of what this family's like. And while I was filming, the welcome wagon decided to show up. If anything, I should have put some more towels underneath on the shelves in the bathroom. Could have put some more decorations up, but I wanted to keep it to a bit more minimum than my normal overly cluttered house. I think the most clutter is actually in the kitchen, right by the stove where they would do their cooking. And I think that was because Charlie is a glutton, so she's probably the one who will do all the cooking in the family. So if you liked my video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. Until next time, Zuzu.